Okay, everybody, we are back tent camping with the old folks. We are set up. Got just a little dab of wood there. We did not video the setup. It's hot. It is brutally hot. We have a high heat index and it took us forever. So we wasn't going to waste time on that. We took our time, a lot of frequent cool and water breaks. Quick look in the tent here. Standard setup. Twin air mattresses this time. Summer weight sleeping bags. We have the furniture pads down. We have our lamp. We have electric. Why burn our batteries? You know, when they provide electric. Basic setup. We do have our LED lights and stuff. So, need to put the pillows and rest of the lights up. Not a big deal. Got our storage tent over there. The summer kitchen, we call that. Got our ice chest, water, lantern, dish bucket. Here's kind of a new twist on things. Got the fan outside here. It's what we're taking a cool break in. It's hot, it's muggy. But it's about 5:15 now, so it's starting to cool down actually. Yeah, got the camp stove, got the grill. Standard setup. We do have a 9x12 screen house, easy up thing we're going to set up later. And the reason I say later, bear with me here. While I bring it up, whoop, wrong icon. I'll tell you what, let me get it brought up and I'll be right back. Here we are. We're in the enhanced area over there. You have yellow, orange, and red. I don't know how well that shows up. Yellow, orange, and red. We're in the orange, enhanced. Ongoing severe weather threat this evening into overnight hours. Primary threat is damaging straight line winds in excess of 70 miles an hour. Have multiple ways to receive weather alerts this evening. For near real-time updates, please follow our Twitter account. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. I don't have Twitter and I'm not going to have Twitter. There's no expiration time on this. Anyway, strong damaging winds. Let's see if I can get to our radar here real quick. We have 4 weather alerts in effect. It just dropped from 8 to 4. So if we can get enlarged here. There we go. You have a mess over around Cincinnati, going down into Cincinnati area, out of Indiana. We're over here, Zanesville. We're clear. There's some nasty rain up in Michigan. That's hours and hours away, if it even comes this way. But I'm wondering, there was another post here. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. Be right back. So here we go. Hopefully, like I said, there's no glare and this will show up. Ohio news and weather. DERECHO probable tonight. SPC, whatever that is. Risk increased to significant. Level 4 for Ohio, Indiana. That's got to be over there in that Cincinnati area. More details shortly. That was at 4:29. And there's no more details as yet, you know, to do Ohio and Indiana. Yeah, it's got to be that area. But our home county, and we're 1 county away, just over the line. Let's see. I have a video. Level 4 out of 5 risk for. Hang on, see if I can enlarge this thing. Be right back. There it is, okay. Let's see where they're talking about. And play. Yeah, that's got to be down that Cincinnati area there. Coming out of Indiana, that's where it's ugly. You can see the rest of the state's clear. This is a big state. Between 200 and 250 miles each way, up and down and east and west. This is a big state. Yeah, things could hit over there and we'd never know it. Which apparently they are. So, but anyway, folks, stay tuned. We are camping. Another last minute deal. We decided to get out. We don't have the grandbaby this time. We miss her, but she can't come every time. And I think we got a little debugging action going on there. But we're here and we're camping and we're fixing to fix some supper here shortly. Talk to you in a little bit. So here we are. We got a little company this week. I think most of them's clearing out tomorrow, except this one. This one's going to be here. That might be the camper host site. That one generally stays not reservable for camper host. So we got Miss Sonia here. She's hot and bothered. I think she's regretting coming already. Like I said, we got the severe weather outlooks going on here. But we've camped in a lot of adverse conditions before. I don't like the sounds of the DERECho. That's kind of bothersome in a tent. But I don't know. Are we better off in a tent there, dear, or in a camper that's going to get blowed around everywhere?
I'll take my chances in the tent.
And we'll bail out of the tent. If it gets to that, you know, we'll go to the shower house or restroom.
Yep.
But, you know, if your tent blows into the woods, it's an easier recovery. If your camper goes blowing away across the campground, that's a whole different story.
Right.
But anyway, you know, granted they're on jacks and stuff, stabilized and leveled, but yeah, I don't know. You know, having lived in that camper for a year, when we full-timed it for a year, wasn't too impressed with that wind and windstorms.
And it was even protected by another building.
And it wiggled and wobbled and stuff, you know, but yeah, there was a pretty good wiggle factory to that. So we're going down here to get another bag of ice. They close at 7:30. You know, to top off. The first dose of ice never really lasts that long because it's cooling everything down. The coolers, the walls of the coolers and everything. So we're going to get some more ice here real quick for the night. So we'll be back. And there's no stop complete without hand-dipped ice cream at the camp store. I don't know if they all have this or not. But Miss Sonia's got coffee and donuts, ice cream there.
Yummy.
Got real live chunks of donuts in it. But yeah, let's have a look up there. There's pop-ups. That's area A up there, big area. Pretty sprawled out. You can tell a whole lot here from my driving. Area B up here. But that one draws a lot of folks. Area C, our area, not so much most of the time. It's a little busy today. Like I said, from looking at the reservations, a lot of them's coming out tomorrow though. So I smell campfire smoke.
Oh, yes.
That's what I've been needing.
Bunny.
Pardon my dirty windshield, folks. She gets upset with me. I've had this for 7 or 8 years. I washed it once, pressure washed it the second time, and it peeled my hood. And I don't clean the interior. I think she did, and it's been cleaned once since I've had it. And of course, they won't be complete without the Sweet Baby Rays. You all know me and Sweet Baby Rays. Hey. I just gotta say, everybody, this is raging delicious.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We hadn't had steaks in a long, long time due to the big price increase. And they are dropping in price now. They're not affordable, but they're not what they used to be either. So.
Finger licking good.
Here we are the next morning, late morning. We're digging that hair. We are. Don't get mad. We're just digging that hair. As we're seeing in daylight now. You see debris down everywhere. This is after they come through and cleaned up. Had a tractor come through with an end loader on it and a dump truck loading stuff up. Opening up, getting dried out inside, which wasn't all that wet. A cup and a half or so of water. But here's the debris. Pretty good sized limb there and here. Dead stuff. Twigs everywhere. Quick daytime look. There's a tarp that we forgot to secure, but it wrapped around that guy line and snagged there. Otherwise it'd have been in who knows what county from there. So, tent stayed well, the little one. I figured that was gone. Neighbors cleaning up over there. But here's a look at it, our personal space, site. We come out all right. The tent stayed up, stayed dry for the most part. Now, in that deluge we had, you know, it took on some water around these ends where the rain fly blew up. But we're okay. It turned out all right. I'm not going to complain what it took on because of the conditions we was in. The last storm we got, the Sheriff's Department gauges put 1.5 inches in 30 minutes in that blowing rain. Was it empty when we started? I wondered. And our bucket here was empty when the storm started. You can see what's in it there now. It's half full. But that's where the rain started and that's where it ended. Yeah, everybody except for one other across from us has moved out, and he's the one that took the damage last night. So we're still here. We're going to hang it out. We don't have electric yet in the area. Don't know when it's going to come on, but yeah, we don't have electricity at all. So hopefully they'll get it on here for long and get the fan going. Get back to normal here. So stay with us. Probably not a whole lot of updates until we get electric back on here. No way to charge batteries, and I went through, this is my third battery. I don't have an endless supply. But we got cleaned up, sort of. All we're going to clean up. That's just leaves. We have a rake, but we're not going to rake, okay? I don't rake my own yard. I'm not raking this. Well, we got the sticks and the twigs and the branches and limbs cleaned up. Everything's drying out. People ask why we didn't tear down and go home. Everything was too soaked. How do you dry all that stuff before it molds?
In an apartment.
But everything was just too soaked and too far gone wet to even think about that. And we done survived through that mess. Why go home? We're done with it. I mean, you know.
Hard part's done.
So
enjoy the rest of it.
But we had folks in here for the week, off and on, a couple of spaces here and there. Everybody's left except for one group, and they're moving to a different site. Their site got severely flooded out, and the park's moving them to a different site. But we're good here. Yeah, they're moving to a different area even, but we're good here. And look at it. It's cloudy today. It stayed cloudy and kept the heat off. We have a decent breeze blowing.
Just helping to dry stuff out.
And it's not bad. They said it was going to be 105 heat index today. We're not. But I don't put no faith in them no more because they didn't predict nor warn us against those two last night. We got warning.
Fast.
Speedy Gonzales there. We got warned about that first one that went south of us. I believe I showed on video on the radar. But we got last minute warning, extremely last minute warning on the other two. And that's all right. We can fend for ourselves. We can figure it out, look at the radar and see what's going on. But here we are. We're day 2. Excuse me, day 2 of 4 days. You know, we had grudge camp last year that we said was going to stay no matter how much it rained, and we did, and it rained much, but we stayed with it. We're not leaving. We're not leaving here now. No. We've went through 2 derechos. Ugly big red there stood it. We had a cup and a half, 2 cups of water, something like that in the tent that managed to get in blowing under the rain fly. And you all seen the wind and the way the rain was blowing. So we had some rain get in there, but it was down on the lower corner down there. Nothing else got wet. And that's the way the storm came from, was that way too. But with the surface area of that tent, while we was in the laundry room, yeah, I figured it was gone. I told her, I said, that tent's probably in Marietta by now. Come back and it stood. When nothing else was standing, it stood. We'll give it that much. Now I'm going to do some more waterproofing spray when it's good and dry. But outside of that, happy with that tent.
Even the little one.
Yeah, that little $25 Walmart tent, which is $34 now. Stood up, had a little dab of water in it. The summer kitchen tent, we call it, storage tent, whatever. Had a little dab of water in it, and look, there may be some tents that would stay bone dry in that mess last night. It's not in my affordability range, but it done well. It stayed there. Of course, it's right there against those trees, you know, where the wind was coming from. But it stayed, and it stayed a lot drier than I expected it to. So till the next one, let's save some battery here until something comes up. Shh, we're sitting here in the dark. There's a frog over there. We have the campground to ourselves. Just us here. Just us. And we've got Miss Sonia sitting here. See her in the red glow of the record light. What are we doing?
We're watching the strawberry moon.
There it is. The strawberry moon. And we're whispering, a big thrill. But we're out here just checking out the strawberry moon tonight. We have binoculars. I think 10 by 50s. Big, pretty good strong ones, pretty good ones. And she's watching the strawberry moon tonight. Otherwise, we're just sitting out enjoying a beautiful, beautiful night after last night of storms and torment. Ever so slight breeze. Crystal clear sky. Well, we've got stars, we've got satellites, we've got airplanes. We've got the daiquiri moon, or what is it?
Strawberry.
Strawberry moon. And we got the strawberry moon. So here we are, and still camping. What?
You got daiquiri on the brain.
No, I don't know. I'm thinking strawberry daiquiri or something. And you notice how dark it is. You know, we got a few of those solar powered lights to mark around the entrance of the tent. Shower house and restrooms right there. We still have no electricity here. We're 18 hours, 20 hours, around 20 hours, somewhere around 20 hours in post-storm, and we still have no electricity in this area of the state. A lot of people don't have electricity in the whole state. I think there's over 200,000 without electric in the whole state earlier today, last I'd seen. But our batteries are running dead. Our phones are running dead. Everything rechargeable is running dead except for those cheesy solar lights. So we'll be back. Good morning, everybody. This is day 3 of our camping trip. We're about to make some breakfast, bake some biscuits. We still have no electricity. Yeah, we're camping. But it's a little bit warm, and we've come to get used to that fan. We're kind of old, and we're kind of fat, and we take it kind of hard. So, here we are, getting a fire going. Let it burn down to some coals, and we're going to bake some biscuits in the Dutch oven. Okay, got me a decent fire going here. Getting me some coals going down there. Cheat a little bit, use a little bit of charcoal. Getting burnt down just good and proper. Going to be ham and eggs and biscuits and gravy. And there we are, breakfast cooking away. Ham and eggs, biscuits coming shortly. Here's the progress at the moment. Looking good. Hey everybody, here they are, the perfect camp eggs. Ham and eggs, look at that. Look at that. We will get her set down here and get her breakfast going. Grab your plate, baby. Got some natty things following you there. Be right back. Gonna pour her a glass of milk. She's a growing girl. Make her bones good and strong. It's hot, people. Getting warm. So pardon our dress, but we're staying cool. Okay, we have relocated due to the gnats. They're all over that table for some reason. If she don't eat, they'll find her here eventually.
They found a knife.
Yeah, something attracting them over there. Probably that knife. But there we are. There's breakfast. Day 3. Okay, everybody, we're back. We are fixing to make our drop biscuits in the Dutch oven. Got everything going here. Let me mix it up. We'll be back. Getting a little backup here with the consistency. She knows the consistency that she goes for her drop biscuits. My guesstimation of a half a cup was a little bit much, so we're having to ad-lib a little bit here. Ain't a big deal. No problem. 3 ingredients for the drop biscuits. Lard, flour, buttermilk. Yep. That's our ingredients. So we'll see how this goes. But like I said, I had to get a little backup here on the consistency that she goes for. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it.
Okay. Still a little juicy yet, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back, folks. Okay, we're pretty much there now, so hang on just a minute. We'll get the Dutch oven over here, drop our biscuits, and we'll get them baking. Here we go. In goes 1. I guess you like smaller biscuits, and that's okay. They all eat. So you eat 2 for 1. Ain't a big deal. We're still fighting with no electricity here at Camp Barnett today, and I'm saving battery, so we'll be back. And there she is. We're baking away. About 15 minutes, we'll see what we got. Okay, everybody, the big reveal here. We'll see where we're at. Now I want to preface this a little bit that we have had some off and on breezes here that has probably affect the outcome. Let's see if I can keep from burning my foot there. So we'll see. They're not golden brown. They're a little yellow. Let's go over and check, see if they're done. Okay, they're all trade with Miss Sonia. There's your little knife if you want, or grabbing a spatula. We've had some off and on breezes. Ooh. And they felt good. I ain't complaining. We need those breezes constant. So that alters the effect on the Dutch oven cooking. So we're lacking a spatula or something to dig it out with. So
Still dirty.
let's see what we come up with here. They look fluffy.
Feel fluffy.
Ah,
Could have went a little bit longer. This ended up being a double batch, so yeah.
they're done. How could it go a little longer? The browning?
Yeah.
Okay, but they're done. They're biscuits.
Mm. I was worried the bottom was going to get too done, but they're perfect.
Okay. We have biscuits. Taste one. Just grab a little corner off there and see what you come up with.
Hot, hot.
We didn't have enough coals to begin with. I'll tell you right now, it was too hot to be able to, too much of a fire. And it's about 95 out here today.
Good.
Okay, there it is. First biscuits in the Dutch oven, camping.
You can taste the cast iron.
So, is that good or bad?
That's good.
Okay, taste the cast iron. All right, folks, there's our biscuits. More coals the next time, and hopefully it won't be 95 degrees with a heat index of 105 like it is today. That's a little rough to be tending to a fire today, trust me. So, with that, we'll be back. Okay, everybody, we're going all out here. We're having buttered biscuits with honey. They are actually really good biscuits.
They are.
So, even though they're lacking a little bit of that golden brown that I like so well, these are really good biscuits. So, all right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up. We make some gravy later. And again, yeah, I'm not making gravy now. It is too hot. It is way too hot. We're done cooking until late evening anyway. So, got a sun out, got some patchy clouds. I'm hoping it clouds over, breaks that sun here shortly. They seem to want to build here and there, and then they go away, then they come back. But buttered biscuits with honey. And we got biscuits for supper tonight. We'll have biscuits and gravy with whatever else we have. There we go, folks. We'll be back. Last night at Barnett Camp. It's been a great week. We still have no electricity. We're not cooling the outside. That's our indicator that the electric come back on. When it does, if it does. Probably it won't, not while we're here. We're smoking and cooking some Polish sausages. We have peppers, onions and peppers fried up here. We're going to have some of my cheap favorite macaroni and cheese out of the box. Bush's baked beans, original recipe. Starving tonight. But anyway, yeah, that's just our electric indicator, you know, lets us know when it comes on, if it comes on. So no, we're not cooling the outside. You ain't going to cool the outside today. The last couple of, well, all week has been intense heat warnings. And of course you've seen the DERECHO. And by the way, those two were declared official DERECHOs. After they do whatever it is they do, the National Weather Service said they were both actually DERECHOs. So we've weathered two DERECHOs in the old ugly red tent. Red is not my favorite color. So, but anyway, it has withstood two DERECHOs back to back, 80-mile-an-hour winds. You've seen the wind and the rain. But this is our last night here, fixing a little bite of supper. We've not had a lot here lately. Being no electric, we can't charge batteries. We can charge it on the cigarette plugs. What do you call those? Power points, I guess is the proper political term nowadays. cigarette lighter plugs. But that is slow, and we're doing well to keep our phones up. So anyway, we'll be back. And here's a bonus camping hack. I hate that phrase, hacks. That word, hacks. Stop it. Hacks. Anyway, hacks. A couple of old oven racks. Found an old stove being gotten rid of, and I repurposed. That's the other word. The racks. Anyway, I got the racks. You put these on the fire pits, fire rings rather. You expand your cooking surface. You can put pots, pans, skillets, whatever on that rack, and not just a little pre-made one there. Totally expand your cooking surface. Now these oven racks have a little edge that bends upwards when they're right side up. Locks right into those style of pre-made racks. But we're cooking on the grill. Going to be cooking some smaller stuff. The grill surface. Going to be cooking some smaller stuff here shortly. These were bigger and needed to go on first. But anyway, if you have fire rings like this, anything like that, grab yourself a couple of oven racks. Now if you don't have a built-in rack, you can attach those two oven racks together and you know, span the fire rings. But look at something like that. Okay, here we are. Pulley sausage, peppers and onions, a couple of hot dogs. I can't do the pulley sausage. Baked beans, and macaroni and cheese. This is our final night's dinner here. Dusk sets in quickly once it starts.